y'all don't be knowing the half. When I say stuff like this, y'all get real offended. But this is nothing but cold, hard facts that your mammy didn't teach you.
Under the bed.
You
ready to start now, sir?
Yeah, I'm ready to start, man. I'm making sure y'all ready to start too, though.
I'm ready.
Oh, okay. I ain't know shit.
On Tuesdays.
Wait, what?
I thought you was recording. I wanted that to purposely be in there, but never mind.
I am recording. I just was trying to figure out what the hell.
Yeah, I'm a stripper on Tuesdays.
You a stripper on Tuesdays?
Yep, Tuesdays.
Alrighty. I didn't need to really fucking know that, but alrighty.
Can you take this over, please?
What the? Wait, you want me to start it over again?
Yes.
No, I'm not starting it over again. Like, I'm not starting it over again. That's just his fault.
Just cut that out, then.
You want me to cut this out too? Like, no.
You know about his stripping activities.
Oh my god! Let him talk. Let him be.
Nigga be dancing at a club called Juicy's for spare pennies on Tuesdays.
Oh, I'm definitely keeping all this in. What the fuck is up? What the motherfucking keep? You making me mess up. What the fuck is up with the motherfucking business is? Cold Hard Facts Podcast, episode 144. 144. I am DNA, the only one, the only. Of course. Here with my two co-hosts, of course. One is struggling to make ends meet, so he got to work in the strip club. And the other one.
Only on Tuesdays. Y'all do DoorDash, I do the strip club on Tuesday. I catch up my bills with it. That's your boy, Martin Madness. I come around like March and May, kitty it with your bitch like kid and play. You dig. You know who this is. It's your boy, Silky Johnstein, the most diabolical head of this side of Mississippi. What's going on?
So we got a lot of shit to talk about, but first I want to say rest in peace, DMX. We lost the icon. That is our main topic that we were going to discuss, his legacy and everything he has given us over his years of rap and acting, in the acting world also. But before I get into that, I want to get into something that kind of sort of been bothering me, but not really, not too much.
Yo, homie, so just say what's on your mind. I wasn't gonna go that far. Damn, you don't even know what song
mainly.
The same girl. Shut up. Stop playing with me. Full verse. Kelly. Robert, man. Sylvester. Kelly. Free Robert. Free Robert.
But people been asking lately, you know, when can I get on the podcast? When can I get on the podcast? I want to come through on the podcast. Can I get on the podcast? Yes. Everybody and anybody is welcome. But
we got a toll-free number for you. It's wonderful. 202.
But
it ain't that.
But it's all about timing. Like the people who I chose to be on when as a guest and everything. It's all about timing and strategy when I choose those people. And those who've been on in the past is always welcome to come on again. It's just all about timing. I just be very
y'all gonna take my spot. Y'all got another thing coming.
No, that's y'all are co-hosts. Y'all ain't nobody replacing y'all. I'm talking about guests, man. Damn it.
Okay, we're gonna charge guests too. It's called $40 to get on the show. Damn,
that's a lie. That's a lie.
Man, look, if girls can charge $40 on the street just to pop some pussy, we can pop a person on the podcast.
That's a lie. Don't believe that guy. But
don't believe that guy. You the guy in here, so
but still, that's a lie. Don't believe that guy. Again,
you let that nigga in through the screen doors. Man, not the screen door, dog. Shit.
Of course, they would never let me be serious. I always gotta fucking laugh. But yeah, like I was saying,
you have to be serious all the time. Right? Come on, sucker a little.
Hey. Well, yeah, I guess so. But being serious for a second. Yeah, we welcome all guests. We welcome all artists. We welcome all people who are
interested. Music is terrible.
Damn.
I mean, my music garbage, so I'm pretty sure y'all be alright.
You said that on yours to speak for yourself, my brother. So you know, yeah, you said that on your own.
I mean, check it out. 6ix9ine said he was garbage for years, and then niggas still listen to him. So yeah, we gotta think about that. That was not niggas. That was wiggers. That's the difference. Before they knew he was a snitch, there was niggas. I don't even want niggas to front their move. You know some of them? I know some of them. Nigga, I was listening to that nigga. I still think he's a snitch, but I still listen to his music. That didn't change. So you listen to the Tattletales album? No, I listened to the songs that I knew before the Tattletales album. I just didn't like the album. I got reasons for everything, man. But you validate me.
So this past week, Belly dropped 2 songs, and they was both fire. I don't know about y'all, but yeah, I'm glad Belly is back.
Somebody was talking shit about Belly. Who was that? Were they on here, or you just talking about that?
Seriously, you not a...
Somebody was talking shit about Belly. I don't know if I can imagine that, or if I just... No, I couldn't imagine that, because, you know...
Wow, what the hell? I ain't heard this. I don't know what the hell this
I don't know. I'm trying to think. I don't really know. I mean, it's possible.
If he is, like, I definitely see why Weeknd signed him. He's more of a... He's vocal, but he's not as he's not as.
Still don't know why he signed Nav. Somebody got to explain that to me. Man, he ain't no Nav, bro. Don't do that. Nav hate on himself. Nav wasn't bad at all. Y'all want to know Nav's biggest claim? Boy, I'm telling you right now, if you lived where I live, you would know that all these Middle Eastern niggas around here love them some Nav. They just happy that they finally got a rapper that looks like them. It's like y'all didn't have Fresh Montana for years. What the fuck? Because he fucked up shit with Dirt. That's why. Once he fucked that up, niggas didn't want to be a part of that.
Yeah.
Fucking nothing over Dirt, man. That was.
But,
I mean, once Dirt left, niggas was like, damn, you fucked up our club, Chicago.
But Belly, he always.
You know what? Dirt didn't fit with him no way, so. He
still sort of like kind of mess with them because they still do music. So
yeah, they still fuck. I mean, he said it's all love. It's just business wise it didn't work out.
But yeah, I see why Belly had signed with him because he's still like kind of low key. He's always pretty much been low key as far as like, damn, I didn't even know he dropped. Oh damn, I ain't, you know. It'd be so low key that you have to go to his page to see, oh damn, you dropped something? Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
So, and he doesn't do interviews just like The Weeknd doesn't do interviews unless it's in a magazine or some shit like that. So,
right. The Weeknd got his artists set to know the game.
But yeah, I kind of agree with John. I don't understand why he did this side Nav. So he got a few songs I like though.
So Nav didn't have as much. So you saying Nav ain't had heat like that? His collabs have not been solid.
I said he got a couple songs I like. So it's like a 50-50 thing. He got like a 50-50 thing with me. Like, it seemed like he says a lot of things just to fit in on his songs. He says just to fit into the mold of rapper / harmonizer, singer type thing. Like, I wouldn't even say categorize him as a rapper. He's just an artist, I guess you could say. So Nav, I feel like he tries too hard on his song making. Like,
he don't try hard enough.
I didn't say it was.
There go that haterism in that nigga's mind.
Yeah, you don't trust.
If you don't, I mean, to go with what you're saying, DNA. If you don't try, if you don't go hard enough, you ain't gonna get the full results. Because think about it. He may be a little too hard, but think about it. It might have been garbage prior. You know, that song might have been trash to him, and then you don't want to put out trash.
Right.
So I'm just saying, and then to what you're saying, I think you're just being a hard critic on him because you don't really like too much of his shit. I have to listen to it to not like it. See, that's different. So, where did you start? See, that's different. No, here's my question. But a lot of niggas, like, I actually listen to this shit. But here's my question. This is what a lot of niggas don't do. They do some research, but not all research. Where did you start listening to Nav? What was that project he dropped? I think it was the self-titled one. I think it's self-titled. Is that the one with some way on it? Yeah, that's Nav. Yeah, that's one. That's self-titled. That was his first joint, wasn't it? Yeah. So I've been there since the beginning. Technically, Reckless was, but that's up for debate. No, you're right. It was Nav. I looked at it again. Yeah, so I've been there since the beginning. I didn't give that nigga chance after chance. Now, Perfect Timing, Reckless, which is terrible. What? Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't fuck with Reckless. I'm sorry. What's up, Champion? Faith. Hold your hand. No, wait. Wanted you. That sounds like a church sermon gone bad. That sounds like a church sermon gone bad. What is that? Is that a checklist? That's some of the top songs on there. The one with the only star on there was Champion because it had Travis Scott. Faith had Quavo on it. Hold Your Hand was dope. Never Changed. Wanted You by with him and Uzi. No, I don't need you. No, I don't need you.
That was hot because of Uzi, but go ahead. Again, what?
We gonna not acknowledge that verse.
Okay.
No, we're not.
Why was Tap Hot? Why was Tap Hot? Why was Tap Hot? All right there, yeah, bro. Come on.
Because of me.
How? He had the first verse.
What? Why was Perfect Timing in here? Who was blow me. Fuck y'all. y'all literally just gave that man. Y'all saying it's only because he's only good because of who he features on now. Or who he chooses to work with.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Rapping ain't a one-man sport, nigga. It's a collaborative effort.
Yeah, exactly.
So if that's the case, then why we giving this man the bad rap?
I said he tries too hard.
A lot of niggas can't rap. Niggas nowadays is mumble. That shit ain't mumble. I understood everyone.
Right, yeah. Oh, shit. But okay, let's move past.
I like his play on words. Like I said, in one. Oh, you like his play on words, do you?
Oh, shit. You finna go to lyrics now.
I'll give you the chorus for Wanted You. No. Whip it up, egg beater. No, let me here it go for you right here. I'm rich, I'm just being honest. Look at my wrist. You ain't shit, you ain't piss. 20K ain't shit. Spent that on my bitch. Roll off my smoke by the zip. Got gorillas of jungle with me. Snakes and bees on my feet. Bought a range because I don't want a Jeep. I'm fucking your bitch for a week. This don't sound like some other goose shit. So you mad? And you know what's fucked up? That's a song I actually like. I'm not mad at all. I need a freezer. Whip it up, egg beater. What the fuck you said? Don't love me, need a two-seater.
Get that generic shit out of here, bro. Come on.
That nigga say codeine when I piss. Got pills in my shit. Don't think I could quit. Taking Xanax to sleep. Wake up and I sip. There's a girl in my bed and I don't know the bitch. The Weeknd said the same shit. But he said it better. The Weeknd is a hell of a song. Exactly. So you can't play out the Weeknd words. So you have to come up with your own words. That was terrible, though. Put on my Street Fighter headband and come over there and whoop your ass. I'm gonna be waiting outside with my Mario cap on. Sure, I actually got a Mario hat. I don't know where it's at currently. Don't blame me. I'm listening. But, all right, that's it. I got it. That's enough. I don't want to read that mess no more. Don't be a hater on your life. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't hate now because he up there.
Oh man.
I ain't think he ain't gonna be everybody top 10, but you know. Nah, he definitely gonna do that. He's gonna be like the bottom 200. What is this you playing with?
Okay, what the hell?
Stress ball.
What's up with these damn Usher bucks, right? What the heck?
What the
fuck is that? What the fuck is that?
It's an innovation. It definitely is innovation. That nigga went to the strip club and threw money. Just for them to find out his own face was on that bitch. That shit ain't worth shit. Hey, that shit probably worth about as much as a kicking ticket. Nigga, that's cheaper than Monopoly money, nigga. Yup. But here's the thing, though. Now what? Now y'all finna start checking money before we throw it? Yup. That's exactly what they finna start doing. You gotta check out singles. When bitches pick that money up and put it in their trash bag, they don't think we know about that trash bag. Man. Pick that money and put it in their trash bag, they're gonna be expecting every bill. Like, all right, Benjamin on there, Andrew on there, Benjamin on there. What? Usher? Nope. Bill Gates? Nope. So my thing is, when we get the Harriet Tubman bill, right? What they gonna do? They gonna think it's fake? They gonna think it's fake? We ain't gonna get them shits. I mean, Joe said he already finna put it in the works. I think Trump said something about that before he got out of office. They've been saying that since Obama was president. We ain't getting them shits. Well, I mean, because it ain't like a hop, skip, and a jump kind of process, I guess. All you gotta do is you gotta replace Andrew Jackson with Harriet Tubman and select the Prince. That's it. They acting like it's gonna take so long to just do a fucking copy and paste job. Then you gotta make the system recognize her face and everything in the world. I mean, of course, technology is as fast as what it is, but I don't know. I don't think that's just a hop, skip, and a jump movement. Because it took them forever just to get us blue face $100 bills.
I guess so.
And it took a minute for them to make new 20s and 5s. The only one that stayed solid the whole time is 10 and 1. I got a question.
What's up?
Have y'all ever wondered, as much change as people keep in their house, why is there a coin shortage? Because a lot of motherfuckers don't cash the motherfuckers in, so it never gets reciprocated back.
Yeah, I guess so.
Think about it. Because nowadays, people are since the rise of like Bitcoin, stocks, money in general, valuables, the whole nine, right? Since people have learned the value of things and their worth, a lot of people are starting to keep and collect and hold on to the value of things. Yo, it just got confirmed. What? Kobe Bryant going to the Hall of Fame and Michael Jordan going to induct him.
Oh yeah, I just read that before the fire. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, but who else is gonna do it though? Like, there was a couple of candidates you could have chose. I gotta take a quick hiatus. I'm gonna be right back. Okay.
Real shit. But honestly, you could have chose Pal, because that's his best friend.
Okay.
You could have chose Shaq. Shaq was like that was his up and running. That was his right hand in the league. Hell, you could have chose Bill. Bill.
Okay.
Hell, you could even let his wife do the honorable mention.
It's possible.
You know, but Mike solidifies it better because he was always looking up to Mike. He was the closest comparison to Mike, all that good stuff.
Right. Yeah,
there'll be another one of Kobe. There'll be another one of Mike.
Right. I feel like like Kobe patting his game after Mike, so it was like it just made more sense to me anyway.
Right.
So that's why I was like, well, who else was gonna do it? That was my first reaction anyway. I was just like, bro, it just makes more sense. They looked up. He looked up to Mike, and I mean, just from what he said at his funeral, it's just like, yeah, that's a no-brainer.
Right. It would make sense because it's like you said, it's how he patented everything. Basically, was like Jordan 2.0. And that's why you could never that's why I said you would never get like another Kobe nor Mike, because the only person that was close to Mike was Kobe, and there ain't too many people that's like Kobe.
Yeah.
So it's just like when you mirror yourself so much after somebody, and Kobe came in the game right around a good time to get all the knowledge he can from Mike when he was transcending into, closing up shop. That was a perfect time for him to adapt and everything.
Right, exactly. So
it's just great to hear that they finally gonna do something that I thought they were gonna do while he was actually alive, honestly. But then again, they also speculate rumors him coming back to the league, so that's why they didn't induct him, I guess.
Yeah.
Which is still would have been nice, though. Think about it. A Hall of Famer still playing in the league today.
Yeah. But I mean, I think since Mike had came back, at that time when he signed with the Wizards and everything, I mean, I feel like that was just a Mike type of move. I didn't see Kobe really doing nothing like that. He had the basketball took such a toll on his body that it was just like, yeah. I felt like, yeah, maybe he's done, and he gave us a great last performance too, which was about a year ago.
Yeah, and I mean,
couple years ago.
Look, I get what you're saying though, but think about it. That's how much Kobe loved the game, though. He would have thought about it. He would have at least, and think about it, like I said, his connection ties to Jordan, like how it was. He probably would have just done let me do a couple games, this, that, and the third. And it's not impossible because I was going to say Charles Barkley did some similar shit, but he was retiring, and that was his last game. It was crazy about players in general. Speaking of retirements and Hall of Fames and stuff, Marcus Aldridge has confirmed he's retiring. Yeah, we saw something.
Yeah, he had to. He's had a heart condition, I think.
Which sucks for him, because I think he was a year or two away from a chip.
It sucks for him because he just got into a situation where, reaching a championship is a little bit more realistic.
I guess about a 1 8.
It was realistic when he was in Portland, but,
That's what I'm saying. But
then on the Spurs.
The Spurs one, he literally just missed the Spurs. He wasn't with the Spurs. He literally just missed that by a year or two.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
With the Portland, he was about 4 or 5 years away, depending on how Dame Dollar progressed. And then with Brooklyn, he was about a year or two away. Because think about it, that team's solid. Dude, I think they winning the chip this year. That's up for debate.
Yeah, well,
if you're still so star-studded, and you're still getting stomped out by Philly, that's only got 3 solid stars versus your 5, 6, 7, 8. You're not right.
That's just a testament to those people who say, man, if LeBron and them win against the Nets in the finals, he the greatest player of all. Shut the fuck up. Shit, nigga.
No.
Even Miami lost in the finals before they finally got it together.
He got to be in the conversation, though. I feel like he has to be.
He already in the conversation.
They
talking about that type of shit to put him. They talking about that type of shit to put him at the top of the list. And I'm like, no.
They're talking about Bron.
Yeah.
I mean, Bron has his own accolades to go off of. Not going off that shit. That shouldn't matter because one, the main star trio is KD, James, and Kyrie. 3 players he done played with. 2 he done played with. No, 1 he done played with. The other 2 he done beat multiple times, going to the finals.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, and then now you just putting them all together. They just banding together to try and beat up the Bucks.
Yeah, I mean, no, I wouldn't look at it that way. A lot of people look at it like all these teams are teaming up to beat LeBron, and it's like, no, like they only saying that because he's the motherfucker who been to the. His ass got to where he was supposed to go. He got to the finish line for the last few years. You know, he's on in the last 11 years, he's only missed 1 finals?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's why. It ain't got nothing to do with the fact that motherfuckers ignore the fact that every time that LeBron went to the finals, he didn't win. He lost a lot of times.
Definitely did.
Getting there is great. I'm not saying that getting there is not great. Because people be like, so you saying it's better to win the finals than to make it to the finals 10 times? Yes. If you go to the finals 10 times, win 10 times, that's amazing. Straight.
I mean, the only person that has a perfect percentage in the finals is Jordan.
No, I think, don't Bill Russell got one too?
Yeah, I want to say
Jordan is
yes.
6 for 6.
Yeah, no. But don't Bill Russell 11 for 11?
I want to say yes. I want to say yes.
No, he's not.
I know he won 8. I think he won 8 straight.
Will stopped him in between. That's why I said perfect percentage.
Let me look at that. I believe it.
No, you're right. I don't know exactly when, but I know he didn't go 11 straight.
Yeah.
Russell. Jordan is 6 for 6.
A quick question. Y'all have to answer why. But do y'all think Curry is staying?
With Golden State?
Yeah.
He damn near retired with him, I think.
Yes, but for how long?
You think he taking the max?
No.
He might. I mean, if you think about it, at this point, I can't say that because of all the players that have come before him, but it's like, when you think about Golden State right now,
mm-hmm.
Steph Curry's name is synonymous with the Golden State. He is Golden State, basically. Mm-hmm. You know? Especially now, because he's literally the best player on the fucking team. So, I would want him to stay, only because I don't want him to go into that long list of superstars who leave their teams to go win rings and shit. But, you know, if he decides he's unhappy in Golden State, and I don't mean with just like the coaching or the playing, I'm talking about just unhappy period with the organization. If he chooses to leave, I will understand. I don't think he should, and I don't think he will, but that would be, in my eyes, the only thing that would actually make him leave.
Like, I see it more so like, because honestly, if you think about it from the outside looking in, the whole Golden State facility, team, everything is great. Curry loves it though. And like, you know, it's got history close to him. But if we want to be realistic here, Curry's going to eventually want to open up a new journey.
Bill Russell won 8 straight, by the way.
Yeah, I thought it was 8.
Yeah, he was right, but I just know he ain't have a perfect percentage.
And the crazy part is his last two rings, he was also the coach. That's the crazy part.
Yeah. The only other person that was like
nigga was playing and coaching. That's crazy.
It was a part of the coach-player combination. So I think the only person, there's more people, but other than that, I think.
But he pretty much dominated the 60s, bro. Like, he probably lost the finals one time.
Yeah.
I think they went 12 straight.
That's what I'm saying. The only person to go all the way and win all the way, no stoppage, was Jordan. He's 6 for 6.
Okay, I lied. The year before that, it was 1967. It was the Warriors and the 76ers. And I think the 76ers won.
Will. Yep,
Will.
I was just watching like a YouTube series about how great is Bill Russell, and they was, damn. The sand from my stress ball just popped. Anyway, but yeah, there's good old vacuum. But they was talking about how he just they was talking about the only person that really stopped him in the finals was Wilt. And think about it, it was one time out of like 4 or 5 encounters. So it just showed you how good Bill was. And it's not like he didn't have competition because, granted, the league was full of like subpar, average ass white dudes back then.
Yeah, I know.
But once Will, what's his name? What the fuck? I can't think of his name. Kareem Abdul, my bad. I feel so bad because I had a brain fart because I'm like thinking about this mess that just made on the fucking floor. Kareem Abdul and shit. So it's just like before players like that came in, or before he was named Kareem, we're gonna go Lou Alcindor. Fun fact if y'all ain't know. Before players like that came in the league, Bill was borderline and unstoppable. And they were trying to say it like more so like, was he really that good considering who he played against? And I'd still say yeah, because regardless, he broke barriers. He stood up against many players and still keep his team in the longevity as it was, where he could have been very much so just shunned because he was black, and then he could have never seen the court ever to do all that. And then be damn near a definition of what the league and what a champion is supposed to be today. Yeah, for them to say, is he really good? You gotta say that, yes, and then some. Yeah. But to answer your original question, Curry signs no more than 3 years. He'll be going to stay within 2 years.
Okay.
Where he goes, he may somewhere, somehow slip his way into a team where it may not be an intentional super team, but a super team will be built. Because this is the era where even if it's not intentional, it happens.
Yep.
And I think it's going to happen where he's going to either join up with Giannis or he's going to end up joining with Jimmy. Or all 3 of them together.
Or he could come to Death Row.
Man.
Come to Chicago. He come to Death Row. I ain't gonna do that. That's the dream, though.
Look, only person I want to go to Chicago is Chris Paul, because apparently this nigga make anybody turn to gold. Yep. He didn't got Phoenix. He got Phoenix on the best run since the Steve Nash days.
Yeah, I know. That's crazy.
The Steve Nash, do you remember them days? Steve Nash,
yes, of course. Steve Nash, Marty Stoudemire.
Oh my God!
Putting in Sean Marion.
This nigga Steve Nash on All-Star games, giving headbutt alley-oops and shit. Yep. This nigga was, oh my God!
That was a special white boy,
man.
Yeah.
One of the coldest white boys if you ever seen it.
Who y'all think gonna be? I mean, this ain't got shit to do with nothing, but who y'all think gonna be on the next cover of 2K?
Who was last year? Dame
and
Zion.
Yeah, Zion. Yeah.
I don't know, Luka. Maybe.
No wait, it was
Dame before Dirk.
It was Dame.
Shit.
It was Dame, Zion.
Before Dirk Nowitzki.
You think Dirk gonna be on the cover? He ain't even in the NBA.
I feel like okay, time out. This is my feeling towards Luka. Like you can't put Luka on the cover, who's on the Dallas Mavericks, who also and Dirk never been on the cover, like and stayed with them. That's just loyalty.
You know, let me tell you something. I'm a firm believer that Dirk should have been on the cover of 2K12, but they skipped over him.
Okay.
He definitely should have been on the cover.
They did a new generation thing, and they did Jordan.
That was 2K. That was 2K12, wasn't it? Because it was Jordan Bird and Magic.
Yeah.
Jordan Bird and Magic.
And on 13, it was three people on the cover.
Russell Westbrook, Derrick Rose, and somebody else.
I think it was Blake Griffin. Yeah.
Yeah, Blake Griffin.
Because I had the Blake copy.
I had the one with all three of them on there.
Like I just don't believe in like Luka is great, but like Dirk should be on before Luka.
I'm just saying in terms of if we talking about new talent, I would pick Luka. If we're talking about people who already established, shit, Giannis been on the cover, right?
Yeah,
Giannis been on the cover.
So not him. Not him. I don't know. I know because he been on the cover too.
Give it to James Harden.
Yeah, or James Harden. Yeah, that'll work.
Is it? Okay. I don't say he's with James Harden. We're gonna go new generation. Then we're gonna go Devin Booker.
I'll pick Booker over Devin, personally.
I don't know. I mean, I understand Chris Paul kind of just like shined the light on Devin Booker, where a lot of people just kind of like paid attention every so often. But I still think, as far as the new generation one, he definitely deserves a cover this year, if not next year. And then if we're going to do a Legends edition, I agree with DNA for Dirk. And Vince Carter should be on one.
Vince Carter.
That
nigga put in over 21 years in the NBA. That nigga deserves a cover.
It's going to be Tim Duncan.
Damn near.
It's got to be Tim.
Damn near. Tim overdue for a cover.
Yeah.
Definitely overdue for a damn cover. That man is the most simplistic but coldest player at the same time.
Mr. Fundamentals.
Exactly. That nigga didn't get that name just for nothing. That nigga played you in the most basic way. But still got numbers. This nigga owns his own chop shop. He's an assistant coach on the Spurs. Him and Pop like this, nigga. Like this.
He played for him for years. Why wouldn't they be like that?
Yeah, and that nigga gave him he said, why don't you just be a coach right after? All right, fuck it. I mean, only other
in y'all opinion, who was the best player to coach transfer? Like who made the best transition between player to coach?
I can tell you who the luckiest ones are.
Steve Kerr.
Don't say Steve Kerr. Don't say.
Oh damn!
I'm gonna say Steve Kerr.
Shit.
Who was the luckiest one? What?
He low-key was.
That nigga had a.
Wait a minute. He ain't the luckiest. Wait, he can't be the luckiest.
Coaching shit, and his team made it to the finals 4 years in a row.
Okay, what about that year that they didn't have Durant though? They didn't have Durant.
They still lost. I mean,
no, I'm talking about
which year
the first year they made it to the finals and won.
You talking about the first year that the Tyronn Lue-led Cavaliers made it to the finals was right when LeBron went back.
Okay.
So that's the year that they lost.
Okay.
And then right back.
Okay.
And then they went right back and won, and they went right back and lost, and then they went right back and lost again.
Yeah.
Oh, ain't bad.
One for 4 like that.
Because not many people even get that. But we talking about like lucky. Steve Kerr was lucky 1 year. The rest he earned that because Mark Jackson set that team up so perfectly, and then he got dropped so fast because they lost to the Clippers in the second round.
Yes, they did.
So after that, they hit him with they hit him like, yeah, you gotta go, bro. We bring in Kerr. Kerr's like, me?
Man,
Steve Kerr the next year. I would have.
Me,
what about Mark Jackson? I'm beating everybody's ass.
To me, Steve Kerr is not a bad coach. He just he in a rebuilding process right now. He's doing the best he can with what he got.
If you want to go through
I feel like honestly, if the Warriors don't turn it around in the next 2 seasons, Steve Kerr might be gone. They're gonna blame it on him.
Damn.
Yeah, because they're gonna blame it on him if Curry leaves. The dynasty, they dynasty that they had, they're disbanding in 2 years. Because one, Clay still ain't back yet.
That's not Steve Kerr's fault though.
That's not Steve Kerr's fault.
Green fault.
That's what I'm saying. Draymond is just now starting to get back to his normal numbers. Where you pretty much had the whole team to yourself for about a season and a half.
We proved, and that proved how suspect he was. Even as a fan of them, I know how suspect
exactly my point. This was like, so you had a whole season and a half, and you was.
How was you cold in 2015, 2016, and y'all lost, and then 2017 come, you automatically just when KD come. Like
exactly my point. So
that's why, because KD was being that nigga on the Warriors, and Draymond was jealous. Oh Lord.
So I remember one of my friends that he had Golden State fan. I'm telling him, I'm like, so
donkey from Shrek looking motherfucker.
So I was like, you ain't shit. Oh my god. So I remember so when they said Curry out and Clay, I was like, so what you gonna do? Your team down. We still got Draymond. You still got who? Draymond.
This bitch ass nigga.
You got solid defense, but you still have no big man.
This case is pissing me off, man.
What else?
This fucking case with the George Floyd shit is pissing me off. This motherfucking white bitch talking about he plead the fifth, talking about he don't want to testify.
Well, this is you don't want to criminalize yourself. Right, because there ain't nothing you can say that makes sense. That's just like that situation with that shooting that just happened last week. There ain't no way in hell you got 26 years of experience and can explain how you pulled a gun instead of a taser.
So a pair of Yeezys that Kanye wore, I think at the Grammys.
For grabs.
On the auction block, saying the shoe was estimated at $1 million.
Yeah.
Look at these shits, bro. They beat up as fuck.
Those are the first generation Yeezys.
Yeah, I know, they rare, I know.
Just to get a cheap pair of Yeezys from that generation is like $5-6.
Wow.
Don't even look for a pair of Red Octobers.
You can't find them. Where you gonna find them at?
If you do, don't expect to pay under $10K.
So I think this was last year. They say, okay, Justine Sky posted this yesterday. She said the setup versus the shot on this day last year, the idea of Intruder was born, which ignited Space and Time Sessions. Now we have a full album ready to come out the vault.
Who's this?
Justine Sky. This song.
Oh yeah, I'm excited for that.
Yeah. So,
y'all see this bullshit? Look at this funny shit. Look at this crazy. Oh wait, look at the headline. Look at the headline.
33,000. What? Oh.
Y'all see that? I saw that, but can y'all see
Meek Mill gets teased for asking what is a pH balance? Okay.
I mean, some niggas don't know shit nowadays, man. Look, a lot of niggas don't know. Yeah.
Right. Like
some niggas in the doghouse, dude.
You can't really be mad. Like, you can't really get teased about that. Niggas don't know everything. Like,
it's still
like they do. That's true. But
I'm ready for Conway the Machine's new project.
Yeah. Don't that come out? When did that come out? I think that come out this weekend.
I think so.
Yeah, this Friday, tomorrow, or today, depending on when you're listening. But back to this Justine Scott. Like, I'm kind of excited, but then again, I don't know if I should be excited because, like, the one song that they put out, it was all right. It just didn't. Like, I don't know if I'm excited for a fully produced Timbaland project, even though he's like one of my inspirations. Like,
I guess is your inspiration.
Yeah, one of my inspirations. Yeah.
Why are you afraid of it?
Mainly because
she's a great singer. You're wrong.
No, I'm talking about the producer, Timbaland. Timbaland is like, I feel like, okay, him and her working together and not in the studio, but they kind of was sometimes in the studio. It was like kind of, I don't know.
What you think is going to be bad because they didn't work together?
That's not going to be bad. it's not gonna be all the way 100% like good from top to bottom. I think it's not gonna be terrible though. Like it's gonna
think
be.
About this. Think about your favorite, some of your favorite albums. A lot of those albums, a lot of them songs was made with a producer and the artist that made it that wasn't in the same room. They was sending shit back and forth between the computer, my nigga. So
straight
Okay.
email.
All right.
Straight email and Dropbox.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe I'm reading too much into it, like, because Timbaland is that type of producer where he wants you in the studio with him. So that's why I was like, I don't know if this is gonna work. But they was in together a couple sessions, but not the whole thing. So that's where it has me afraid. Basically,
Timbaland's a busy guy.
Yeah, that's true.
Very much so.
Other than that,
Real quick, name 3 of your favorite Timbaland beats, real quick.
shit, Potion. Like real damn. That's pretty much any Missy song. And you can give me, I guess you can give me Dirt Off Your Shoulder. I guess you can give me that.
That's a smart choice. But I got one for you. 3 of my favorites right now. Genuine for Your Mind.
Okay.
Friendly Skies. And Venus versus Mars.
Oh yeah, that's underrated. I feel like that's underrated. I'm definitely excited for this Conway project after hearing the song that he only released to YouTube, which was kind of with Jid and Ludacris. That was kind of like he normally don't do shit like that.
You know what? Who do that and piss me off? Brent Fayez. He does that a lot. He's been doing that a lot lately.
He does. He's been doing that a lot. Yeah.
He did. Him and his group Sonda just put out a little small EP on YouTube. It's dope, but it's like I can't listen to it anywhere but YouTube. Like,
I think they do that because they want to see what it does. Because they're like, okay, like releasing it to the masses, like that, and don't have any promotion for it. That's like a damn near. That's an artist move, not a label move. So
he's not signed, so you know.
Yeah, so like I feel like if he were to get signed, he probably wouldn't be able to do shit like that. So it's like I kind of like that idea aspect of, oh, I got so much freedom now. I can drop one full project, one place, and get away with it. And that also, that's like a very artistic, that's an artistic, very artistic bag that not a lot of artists don't dip into no more. Like they wouldn't. I think like back in the day when like we was talking about Wiz, Currency, and all of them, they dropped projects. They dropped full projects, only on one place, and we couldn't, you know.
Real adaptive.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, do y'all know who Bernie Madoff is?
No, I don't know who that is.
Name sounds familiar.
All right, so if you don't know who Bernie Madoff is, he was the mastermind behind the $65 billion Ponzi scheme. He got caught for it in like 08, 09. He got locked up for it. He was sentenced to 150 years in prison for this shit. He just died like a few days ago.
Wow.
Damn.
In prison.
That's fucked up. I mean, you understood.
And you know what's crazy about it? The craziest part about the Bernie Madoff shit, he definitely was stealing a lot of people's money, and that's fucked up. But the real fucked up part for him is the fact that his children was the people who snitched on him.
Crazy.
So they basically fucked themselves just to do the right thing.
Yeah.
In my eye.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, they did the right thing, but it's like, you know, a lot of people got their money back, but it's like, Damn, y'all fucked y'all whole fortune up just to snitch on y'all.
Crazy.
Man, it's all
It was me. I ain't gonna lie. I done took that shit to the grave.
Nah, look, this one you just gotta let it ride.
Yeah, man.
If you come out with a bigger bag for it, you might as well. And in some other news, Adidas, in their collaboration with South Park, they're releasing a pair of Campus 80s Tally edition. If you don't know Tally is the towel that always got high on South Park.
Right.
So this is what the shoe looks like, right?
Mm-hmm.
So pretty dope.
Right.
Now here's for the marijuana part.
I think I've seen currency in there.
Once it hits sunlight, his eyes get low. Like find the picture.
Yeah, I think I've seen currency in there.
The eyes get low and become red once it hits sunlight.
Yeah, I think I've seen currency in those. I did.
Yeah.
There'll be official release for everybody on 420, and there'll be $100.
It's not bad. They're gonna turn out quick.
So another thing that's happening on 420 is the verses of Method Man and Redman, the How High edition. And I'm extremely excited for that. Like way more excited than I thought I would be, because
this ain't Funk Flex called Cardi B a terrible rapper.
Oh my!
I ain't got nothing to say about that shit.
Your top
Funk Master Flex. Funk Master Flex.
Nah, this is what I really want to say though. How y'all feel about that Lil Nas X song getting taken off streaming?
Okay, here's the whole story, because I found out more about that shit.
Yeah,
so,
they're officially taking it off. They took it off. It's gone.
Yeah. At first, it was like an issue, I guess, where in some states you couldn't, or some regions you couldn't listen to it, I guess. It's more of
just over escalating more than what it is.
Right, yeah. It's like I think that's the label issue more than it is anybody else's. And the label said they can't do really anything about it, and but we're working hard to figure out a situation or something like that. But I feel like that played that particular song. See, like what straight person is listening to that? I still echo that sentiment because of what he's saying in the lyrics. We broke it down. We don't have to re-break it down for y'all to understand.
Yeah, I definitely read it for them.
Yeah,
definitely was some shit in there.
So it's all going. It goes into another thing where do people listen to lyrics anymore? I'm pretty sure they don't. And can people comprehend metaphors and all that? And I echo, no, they don't. They can't understand that shit. That's why people say shit like, I need a dictionary to listen to Eminem. I need a dictionary to listen to certain rappers like.
They only need a dictionary because they can't comprehend basic English.
Right, yeah, that shit too. But I mean, I ain't got no thoughts on it too much, because it's like, yeah, like bro, like you try so hard for it to get attention, like you don't have to do all that to get attention. And people say also was trying to bash him because of he didn't do what he could to get his mother off the street, but he did. He showed he could.
He definitely did.
Right, he definitely did.
You can only help a person as much as they want to be helped.
Right.
I ain't gonna keep stretching my arm out to you, burning the hole in my pocket and burning my time and effort if it's literally going back to the same thing that I'm trying to stop you from doing.
Right.
That's just like I'm putting myself in an infinite loop of nothing. All I'm doing is just feeding your pockets so you can live another day or whatnot.
Right. Yeah. So I mean, sorry for Lil Nas X. I hope you find another hit that
I
don't.
hope you stop twerking on Satan.
Right. Yeah. Find another hit.
You stop twerking on Satan. Y'all are funny as hell.
But yeah.
The Christians win again.
I mean, I just say it like this. I personally, I don't care about the song myself. I like the beat. I like the hype around the beat, this, that, and the third. But I mean, it's not the first time hip hop has had controversial lyrics or shit going wrong. This, that, and the third. Whatever the case may be.
That nigga told Jordan and Lucas that Old Town Road was about sipping lean.
Exactly, sipping lean and adultery. So it's like, and I mean, as much as he tried to defend it, he did kind of contradict himself because you're saying it wasn't for kids, but you did let them make a whole child book for you called C is for Country. But it's, at the end of the day, my thing with this shit is just like, y'all giving him what he wants. If y'all really wanted to stop, here's the thing. Everybody wants to try and stop him doing this shit, but y'all feeding into the shit. How you gonna feed into the shit that you don't want him to do?
All right.
Because people are stupid.
It's like here's the thing. Y'all supposedly nip the shoes in the bud, but y'all pretty much let a cease and desist order happen on all the other shoes. The shoes sold out. There are only 600 copies.
Mm-hmm.
So 600 lucky people have a pair of those shoes. Now Nike's saying, we'll give you your money back. We'll give you your money back. Just return them. I'm going to hold on to them shoes and flip them bitches. What? 600 people just got a big come up.
Yeah.
Y'all, it's all about when to do shit and when timing isn't. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. They don't think shit through for me.
Man, did Will Smith teach y'all nothing? Actually, no, not even Will Smith. Motherfucking AJK from Men in Black taught y'all nothing. He taught y'all that a person is smart, people are dumb, panicky, dangerous animals, and y'all know that shit. People are stupid.
Man. People are associated with stupid before they're associated with smart.
Stupid motherfuckers.
It's like, what y'all taking his song down for? Banning his song. Now y'all giving people. People with copies of his. Look, now y'all got people with copies of his song. Now they can be like, you can have a copy of his song, but this, that, and the third. Someone's gonna sell a copy of his song now.
Yep.
You making money. The Christians won again.
Praise the Lord.
What did they win? What did they really win here?
What they really win? They peace of mind. They stop their kids from looking at that devil music.
They still got Old Town Road.
That ain't devil music. Technically, not to them. It's not.
If lean and adultery is in it, it's
they don't know that because they don't know how to read.
They know how to hear.
Okay, I can hear you right now and not understand the shit you saying. It's all about comprehension. That's why they have comprehension classes in school.
That's why common sense is a class that needs to be taught. Apparently it is, but you know.
You can't
show ain't a class that's picked up.
Common sense is not common. We know this.
Right.
That's why it needs to be a class.
People still gonna fail. You gonna allow people to fail at common sense? Nigga, we know y'all niggas ain't coming with that shit.
Oh,
you wanna announce the shit to the world.
Oh my god.
I just wanna let everybody know how stupid I am.
So let's get into the topic of
let's do it. I'm ready.
So
don't stop.
Man. I first want to say that, like,
I cried.
Yeah, I definitely cried my eyes out, bruh.
I cried.
I was like, what the hell? It's always like, I feel like we lose important figures important people in music on dark and gloomy days, and it was a dark and gloomy day that day. So,
I was at work when I heard the official news. It was just like, damn. Yeah, I was sitting. I wasn't at work yet. I was sitting in the chair, and I saw it. And I'm like, I didn't believe it at first. And I went and checked CNN. And the first thing popped up was this nigga face. I'm like, oh, you motherfucker.
Yes. No. It's like, first let me talk about how important the artist and producer relationship is, because that's the most important thing. Like they never, him and Swiss never did an album without each other. Like they never did any like hits. It's just like they never did anything without each other. Like it was just like artist and producer relationships, the ones who been with you from the first album to the last. And I'm glad he was able to turn in his final body of work before he passed and finish it with Swiss too also. So like I feel like every artist and producer relationship is very fucking important. Like those producers that you come up with, keep them with you like as all times. If you don't have nothing but one record on each album, that's good enough. Right. Like that's good enough. I thought I saw that I knew Swiss was hurting. Like it was beats that he gave X that X did not like. It was just documented. And he still ripped that shit. He still ripped that shit apart and killed it. And some of them end up becoming hits. So, like,
that's just an example, because I just seen the little interview DMX did where he said that he didn't like that beat at first.
Right.
I lied. That wasn't the beat. It was the Rough Riders anthem. He didn't like that beat. I'm sorry.
But yeah, man, that's artist and producer relationships. The ones who've been up from the beginning. Like that's why other people who had like a lot of big hits, like 21 Savage, Metro Boomin, Chief Keef, and Young Chop, like those other. Like even with Salam, I think Salam, Remy, and Nas. Like, yeah, man, it's so important. Like to keep that artist producer relationship together, no matter what, man. It's so important. Like you never know what type of big hits can come from that, man. Like it's crazy. Like he basically threw his pain out there and prayed on every album. Prayed on every single album. Like he was a warrior for real. And I thank DMX for all the bodies of work and every lyric he spit, man, because he got me through some times too.
Martin, you want to say anything? I mean, it's like he was an impact. It's like the same amount of stuff that I said prior to like when he got hospitalized. It's hard to hear and how much of an impact that you left on, or how much of legacy you left in this world. And a lot of people can not relate, but more so like DMX said, could hear them when they needed them. Sometimes they need to get lit. Sometimes they just need to hear some just some shit to get through some shit. Nice. It was impossible.
You gotta give me a DMX album.
He wouldn't have got it. Man. That's a gem you holding on to. It's just, honestly, I don't know. It's like, I'm kind of like, when I heard about it, like, it's kind of like lost for words. It's like, damn, what can I say? All we do is just live on through what we got. It's not like we're like this. I say it hit heavy. Just like how, like, when we lost, like, other greats like Mike, Prince, it hit just as heavy like that. Just, yeah, man. Give him his flowers. That's all I say. Just make sure they give him his flowers.
I'm looking for something. Just give me a second.
Take your time.
I remember when I did that. I remember I did that episode a while back. I posted it on the Cold Facts Podcast IG page, and I remember times like I remember talking about how DMX was so great, like he like how in my younger years when my dad used to play up like all through the house and stuff, like I just was like, yo, this is some crazy shit that he's saying. Some of this stuff is crazy. Like I shouldn't be listening to this as a child. Like,
of course not. No.
But now I'm so grateful now that I go back and listen to those same lyrics, and I'm just like, I'm glad I heard this. Like, I'm so like. That's why I thank my dad every day that, oh man, I'm glad you paid DMX. I'm glad you paid Tupac. I'm glad you paid Jay-Z. I'm glad you paid Biggie. Like, I'm glad you paid all these great icons, and especially DMX because of we all want to bark and growl like it's all in us now. Like we all got a part of DMX a little bit in us, like really in us, like because when we don't even know it, like all of us do. Like anybody who been listening to DMX since the beginning, like we know nothing else matters. Like when his verse come on, like nothing else matters. All attention is on him. And we're gonna do all our we can to recite them words, whatever he's spitting.
Yeah. I don't know about y'all, but DMX means a lot to me, more than just rap, because I'm not gonna sit here and say he like saved my life or anything like that. But as a kid, he was one of the first rappers I was ever like truly introduced to. As a kid, hearing, my cousin used to have, It's Dark and Hell Is Hot on CD, and he used to have that, and he used to have the other one, Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood on CD, and he used to play the shit out of it.
Right.
And on top of that, Rough Riders Anthem was like a part of my like DNA as a kid. Like, every time it come on, like I don't care if it was on the radio, if it was in somebody's car, if it was in the basement, it had to be turned up. I don't care where you were at, and I felt that way with any piece of music that X came out with, even when people gave up on him.
Right.
I was still like, like in like 2005, 2006, when he came out with the Year of the Dog Again album. I was playing that shit. A lot of niggas weren't playing that, but I was.
Right.
Lord Give Me a Sign is one of my favorite DMX songs ever. Like, and to lose someone that I consider a childhood hero. I know he fucked up. I know he had a lot of issues. That's life.
Right.
I get it. And like I said, to lose somebody like him at this time is like, you can't do anything but look back and look at his impact on the game fondly, because it's like when people be like, you gotta give them their flowers while they're here and this, that, and that. But people don't realize that people were doing that.
Right.
Every time anybody saw DMX, they always told him how much of an impact they had on him. That he had on them. And for me personally, it was like, at one point, I wanted to be that guy that had like people don't realize, like, DMX put fear in niggas' hearts.
Right. Yeah.
He wasn't. That wasn't the only part of his personality. He literally put fear in niggas' hearts. You know what I'm saying? And who don't want to do that? Like, honestly, what nigga don't want to just walk in the room and just don't know he is not to be fucked with.
Right.
Exactly. And you see what I got here.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You got all these movies.
All through.
Only thing I don't see is Exit Wounds. That's cool though.
Yeah, I ain't got that yet. But, you're working on it. I'm a fan, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a real fan. Like, and that shit hurt me.
Yeah, I feel it.
It hurt me more than I thought it would.
Yeah.
But I'm happy that he's no longer having to deal with the demons he had to live with his entire life.
Right.
He's not suffering. And that's pretty much it. I do have a hot take for you guys.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
About this movie in particular.
Okay.
If you really think about it, this movie is actually terrible.
Oh, well, yeah.
If you think about it.
Belly was, yeah.
Like a lot of people really
Belly was terrible.
They tried to crucify me when I came for Belly, and it's like, well, first of all, let me tell y'all something. I ain't saying there was no iconic line in the movie. I ain't saying it don't look good, but I will say this. Number one, Nas can't act. That's number one. He cannot act. For one. For two, the story makes zero sense.
Right, exactly.
It doesn't. It makes no sense. I don't give a fuck what anybody try to do. Like, little bits and pieces, you can understand. But it's like, how do you go from being drug dealers to locked up to trying to kill a motherfucking Muslim preacher for the government, right? Like,
yeah.
It makes sense when I say it, but if you look at it in the sense of watching the actual movie, you'd be like, how the fuck did we get here?
Yeah.
It literally is just like a bunch of shit that just happens.
Yeah.
It turns just to happen. And a lot of people came from my head because I said that it's not the best movie. And my cousin literally almost disowned me because I said that. And it's just like, nah, nigga, this movie is fucking terrible. I will sit and watch it till I'm blue in the face. Right. But I cannot deny that it is not the greatest movie.
Right. Exactly. Another thing I want to say about DMX is he was
iconic but trash is what you say, huh? Don't they realize a lot of shit that's iconic ain't necessarily great?
Yeah.
Valid. Very fucking valid. Like in this here. Ain't nothing wrong with this here. This is guilty pleasure, martial arts, blah blah blah.
Right.
DMX is barely in this movie, but
Right, exactly, yeah.
But this shit, on the other hand, no, nigga, ain't nothing wrong with this movie. at all.
Right, yeah. It's been a while. I gotta watch that again. I gotta watch that again, yeah.
This movie's fucking perfect.
Yeah, Cradle to Grave, I gotta watch that again. I heard the soundtrack is not terrible either.
Which one, the Cradle to the Grave one?
Yeah.
Oh, nigga. If we talking about soundtracks, nigga, Cradle to the Grave soundtrack is decent. But Romeo Must Die, nigga, that soundtrack is amazing. Front to back.
But yeah, he was DMX was like the most human man, like he was the most human, but still a man, like still made y'all know he's a man at heart, like he's still man 100%. Like he never like looked like no bitch, like pretty much never looked like no bitch. Shit, so. But yeah, thank you, DMX. Hope you listening to this in the heavens. And I ain't got too much else to say. Yeah, Martin, definitely. This the first time I ever heard of this quiet. Yeah, especially about a great fallen rapper. Yeah.
I mean, it's one of the ones that kind of made me not. I ain't got much to say, and then it's like, damn. You know, it's like them people you don't like. You know, like that was inevitable, but it's like, damn, not them. It's one of them. It's like, damn, not them. Like you ain't got much to say on it. It's just like, what can I say?
Right.
You just hope that the legacy speaks for itself. And motherfuckers just don't turn this shit into another meme in life.
Right.
You know that's what niggas like to do. But like John, like Silky Brother John was saying, that nigga put the fear of God in motherfuckers. So most motherfuckers probably won't disrespect DMX. Like they do these other niggas.
Right. Yeah.
And he always gave me something I kind of say when a female irritated me. What these bitches want from a nigga, man. That I know that sounds funny, but that will forever stick with me.
That's my favorite DMX song.
What these bitches want from a nigga.
Real. That's my favorite DMX song. I don't care. It'll never get old. Ever.
Classic.
You know what it means if your name in there.
Mm.
You know what that means? That means you need to reevaluate your lifestyle, bitch.
Common names in there too. It's a lot of common ones.
A lot of people mama name in there.
Crazy. Oh man. But I want to close it on this little story, which kind of still got me fucked up and made me cry even longer. So I think I want to say it was the 20th anniversary of As Dark as Hell is Hot. And he came to Chicago and I had a chance to go and I didn't fucking go. And I was just like, yo, like I didn't purchase my ticket or anything. And I was thinking about going. And I didn't fucking purchase my ticket, and I should have purchased my ticket and went. Like, and now I can't ever see him. And like that now it's my mission to find that first CD, Dark as Hell is Hot, and Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood. Also.
You can't have mine.
They make it vinyl.
Yeah.
You can't have mine.
I don't think they
You can't have mine.
Yeah,
I ain't coming off of none of them. I'm looking for his not his last album that he came out with before he died, but I'm talking about like the last three, like the Grand Champ, the Great Depression, and the Year of the Dogs. I really want to find that one.
Okay.
I'm gonna find it too. Watch.
Yeah.
Man.
But
I'm gonna make sure I get exit wounds, man. I'm gonna make sure I find that.
yeah, definitely find exit wounds. But since we ain't got nothing else to say, we're gonna end it on this note. Yeah, we'll see y'all next week.
Struggle.